All right, hello. Here's a quick guide on mining reviews for insights using ChatGPT. So this is a workflow for scraping from Google and Amazon reviews and then using ChatGPT to help with audience research. I'm using this specifically for ad creative. And even more specifically, I use it to pull out key insights, testimonials, if there's quotes that I could potentially leverage in my marketing materials or even in ads themselves that have a quote-based framework for common pain points. If I want to understand what failed solutions my customers experience before finding my product or service. It's really great for going through and drawing insights that you can then apply to ad creative later on when you're putting together your creative strategy. Okay, so I'm going to be walking through this. There's two methods that I'm going to show you. The first one is through Google. The second one is through Amazon. The Amazon one is likely going to be more helpful because you don't need to be a business owner. So nuance with the Google reviews is that you have to have ownership over your Google My Business account. And if you're not the owner, you can for sure work with the owner and have them send over the file that you're going to then upload in ChatGPT. But Amazon does not require that kind of ownership. But here we go. Let's start with mining Google reviews. So there's a couple steps here. This is all about scraping. So first, we'll go into our Google account through Google Takeout. So you click this link here. I have it pulled up already. I have a photography business, so I'm going to do this with my photography business. So you log into Google Takeout, and you'll see this view here. And there's a bunch of different settings. You want to deselect everything because this is selecting the different data to include in this export. That's going to export all your data for your Google My Business account. And then you scroll down to business. So Google Business Profile and click this here. Okay, so this is the only one selected. And then go to the very bottom and click Next Step and have it export once. I don't have a ton of reviews, so I'm not worried about the file size or anything like that. I'm going to have it export as a zip. I'm going to click Export. It's going to take a moment, and it's going to email me when it's done, right? So let's say it's done. It only took about 5 minutes for me, but I've already done this, so I'm going to click Download to show you what it looks like. It's going to have me log in, I guess. All right, so it's going to give me the zip file, and inside the zip file, we have some folders. Keep on going until you get to reviews.json. This is a JavaScript file. If you click it, open in text editor, and you'll see that there's a bunch of comments in here. All you need to do is take this file and put it inside ChatGPT, right? So this is actually custom GPT that I'll show you later. But you just drop this in, and then from there you can start asking it questions. And the custom GPT that I built out will automatically populate with some helpful insights, and it does some of the work for you. But you can use ChatGPT to really ask it any questions, and it's going to be referencing all the individual reviews that it pulled out in that JSON file. Okay, so again, you have to be an owner. You have to log in to your email that's associated with your Google My Business account. But if you do not have that access, you can use a process to mine Amazon reviews. So there's a website called Apify, and under Apify, if you search for Amazon reviews Easy Scraper, you'll find a scraper where all you have to do is insert the product page URL into the scraper, hit start, and then it's the same process of it will give you a JSON, and you can do what you want with that. So here's what it looks like. So this is Apify. You can search for Amazon reviews Easy Scraper by just coming up here and searching it and navigating that way. I already have it pulled up. So you can see it's pretty simple. So this is a PDP page from Google. From Amazon. Here's what it looks like. So the reviews are at the very bottom. You take this page and you copy and paste it in here, and then you can give it some logic in terms of how you want it to scrape. So you can scrape the top reviews only, and this will look at the top 100 reviews or most recent, the 100 most recent reviews, and then all variants. So if there's other ASIN product variants, you can click that and it'll look at different variants of the product. If there's different flavors or sizes or bundle packs or variants like that. Okay, so you can decide which ones you want to have selected, and then you go down here, click Start, Save and Start, and then you'll see that it'll start scraping. So this is on a trial. I'm currently on a trial with them. If you want to move forward and use this regularly, it's about $6 per month. And then, of course, the Google version is free because it's your own data. All right, so let's say this loads. It's then going to give us a file, a JSON file, which we can download, and then we can import that into our ChatGPT. So let's see if this complies with us. Okay, so now it's loaded. We can see that there's 17 reviews. You can see them all here. You can export all 17 results into a JSON file, or you can do a CSV or Excel or however you want to look at it, but I'll do a JSON. It'll give me the file here. I'll then take this and put it into ChatGPT, right? So just drop that file just like we did with the Google version into ChatGPT. All right, there we go. And now we can ask the questions based off of the Amazon reviews. Cool. All right, so going back to our guide, that's the 2 steps of scraping, and then in terms of collaborating with ChatGPT and asking it questions. It's pretty intuitive. I think we all, for the most part, know how to use ChatGPT. What I like to do is ask it to identify audience segments to go after based on their pain points, desires, their awareness stage levels. If there's any language, I think this is very powerful, especially with ad creative, is you want to use the language that your customers are already using, right? So if you speak the way they speak, your ad creative is going to resonate with them more. So I want to see if there's any like trends in terms of language or anything that could lead us to a compelling angle, creative concept, anything that's scroll stopping. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to help with that. I want to understand what motivates our customers, both in terms of like practical, functional benefits of the product and also aspirational benefits. So if we're looking at Dr. Squash soap, there's 2 angles there. One, it will clean you. It uses clean ingredients, but also it will help you be the man you want to become, right? Something like that, more aspirational. But you can see if there's any angles in terms of functional and aspirational messaging by asking ChatGPT questions. You can map out the top features, benefits, and outcomes. You can understand better what people truly care about. You can have it generate hook ideas for you using proven frameworks, qualitative feedback. All right, so I've put together a custom GPT, and you can access it by just clicking this link here. It's called Insight Mining. And what this does is it will just it's like a preset prompt for you, essentially. So if you just drop in your JSON file, it's going to go through and answer these questions that I just walked through, right? So it's going to pull out quotes. It's going to pull out language patterns. It's going to tell you different angles that you can look at. So this is a nice just first step in terms of trying to garner some insights. It also will give you hook suggestions based off of different frameworks. Like this is a yes question hook. Never liked how you looked in photos. What if a 30-minute shoot changed that? Okay, this is just examples. I think this is a helpful place to start from, but of course you can go much deeper by just asking questions. And also I encourage you to just go through the reviews yourself. You know, there might be things that you pick up that ChatGPT doesn't pick up, but if you have a lot of reviews, if you have thousands of reviews to go through, this is really helpful for understanding broadly how you should be informing your ad creative based on the reviews that are coming through. Okay, and that's the review. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to help more.